Now we have the boat in the water at the dock, and we're going to do the sea trial commissioning part of the installation. The first step will be to capture level roll and resting pitch at the dock. Then we're going to take the boat out on the water, and we're actually going to capture when the boat breaks over to get on plane, and then we'll capture where the boat rides at wide open throttle. This will establish our pitch points for our system to auto level the boat. The first step in commissioning the system is to capture the resting level roll and resting pitch as well of the boat. So we want to get the roll even and then store that position in the system. We like to do a few things when we sea trial commission our boats if we can. Because your IMU lives on the NMEA 2000 backbone, your MFD screen on the boat, in this case our SIMRAD, can actually pick up data from the IMU. If you'd like to build out a data screen to show the IMU data that's being displayed, you should consult your MFD's instruction manual. On this screen, as you can see, we are showing attitude roll, speed over ground, the attitude of the pitch, and our trim tab position because our system will output trim tab data. And we're also showing engine RPM. One thing to note with regards to the IMU data in terms of attitude roll and attitude pitch is that is measuring absolute position of the IMU. Therefore, those numbers will vary depending on how your IMU was oriented and installed on the boat itself. On your first initial installation, your system should automatically enter the sea trial calibration menu as displayed by the rapidly flashing auto and hold lights at the top of the keypad. If it does not, however, you can enter this menu with a long press of the auto and hold buttons. Now that we're in the sea trial commissioning menu, you'll see 4 LEDs illuminated on the left-hand side of the dial face. The first LED will be flashing. This is where we go ahead and capture the level roll and resting pitch of the vessel. The first step in capturing level roll is to level the boat itself, and we do this by actually moving ourselves port to starboard on the boat until the bow is visually floating level. Once we have the bow level, we're going to make sure the boat is sitting pretty ambiently still, but a little bit of light movement in the slip is okay. We are going to press and hold the dim button, and that will store the level roll position that we have just established, as well as the resting pitch, and that will give us a home for our IMU. When we do a long press and hold of the dim button, you'll see all the indicator lights will flash to indicate that we've stored our resting home position, and then we can release the button at that point. Now that we've set the home position for level roll and resting pitch, we'll give the dial one bump counterclockwise and release. The second LED on the left-hand side will begin flashing, and one LED on the right-hand side will be illuminated. This one LED is indicating that the system is controlling for both pitch and for roll. We can actually turn pitch control off in our system if you'd like, depending on how your boat runs, and turn this into an automatic roll controller only. If you do this, you will not have the benefit of whole shot, and you will also not have pitch control through the system, but you will still have roll control. To do that, we press bow up on the center of the keypad. When the light is off, you'll notice that 2 lights go away on the left-hand side. That means that our commissioning at this point is now complete, as we have already set a level roll and we have turned pitch control off. We can do a long press and hold of the auto and hold buttons to exit the menu at this point in time. Today we are going to commission both roll and pitch, so we're going to turn pitch control back on in the system. At this point we will give the dial one more bump to counterclockwise and enter the third portion of the menu where we will take the boat out on the water and actually set up the on the water low speed and high speed pitch settings.